All right, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. All right, I'm going to try to explain this to the best of my abilities. Remember, I'm trying to explain this to a person who's not into boxing or into UFC, all right? Try to break this down. All right, Floyd Mayweather, obviously, he's 49-0. He's a boxer. I think everybody, all my subscribers know who he is. For those who don't know who Conor Mcgregor is, he's a UFC fighter. He's like the toughest of the toughest. He has a couple losses on his record, but as of late, he's been on fire. He's the guy that Dana White, who's the president of UFC, can get to fight anyone, anytime, any place. Conor McGregor is the guy that I'll fight you. I'll fight you anywhere, any place. Bring it on. He's that type person, that type personality. Excuse my voice change there. I tried it. Anyways, so look, there's been speculation of Conor coming over into the boxing world and fighting Floyd Mayweather. All right, the reason why it would be a big draw. These are two of the most prolific trash talkers, and they're also dominant in their sports right now. Right, Conor just came off of a win, and we understand what Floyd Mayweather has did for the sport of boxing. Nobody's beat him. Floyd Mayweather said there's one way he'll come out of retirement. He said there's one way, all right? He said he would come out for Conor McGregor because the check would be it would be to the point where he knows he's going to make at least 250 million easily in 30 minutes, all right? So that's the only one, that's the only fight that would get him to come out of retirement, all right? So here's the thing. Floyd wants to give, I think he said he wants the 100 million for straight just money from the fight. Now, this is not talking about the pay-per-view revenue or nothing like that. Maybe they split the pay-per-view revenue 50-50, but Floyd wants 100 million up top. He said he's willing to give Conor McGregor 15 million. His reasoning why? Conor McGregor, he said he's trying to call UFC out on their bluff. He said Conor McGregor has never made more than $2.5 million in any kind of fight. All right, he posted this on his social media account. And he talked about this on First Take last week. On Conor McGregor's side, he doesn't really speak like that. Dana White, the president, does all the talking. He was on Colin Cowherd's The Herd Show a few days ago, and he said, no, I'll offer you this, Floyd, $25 million for you, $25 million for Conor. Y'all split pay-per-view shares. Floyd's like, you've never made more than $2.5 million for a fight. Why would I give you $25 million? I'm giving you $15 million. That's way more than you've ever made in a fight. I'm pretty sure you ain't made $7.5 million in a fight. So you see both sides of this. UFC is trying to call out Floyd Mayweather, pretty much saying Conor's made more than $5 million a fight. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, like you never do. Floyd's like, look at the numbers. I pulled up your net worth. You ain't made more than no damn $5 to $7.5 million for a fight. I know the network ain't always right, but they can't be that dramatically off. I mean, sheesh Louise. All right, so that's the situation. Floyd took to his social media account to address this, and he was like, look, before you ask for $25 million, be worth more than $25 million, you have the 2 and the 5 right, but you meant to say $2.5 million, not $25 million. All right, Floyd, you need to make sure you got. I get the post, but you need to make sure somebody's controlling your Instagram account at all times. It could have been delivered a little better. There was a good joke in that. It just could have been delivered a little better. So, Floyd, we know. Come on now, your thing is boxing. Stay away from the post and all that. But Floyd has a point. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm kind of siding with Floyd on this. Floyd got a good point. Conor, you're a big draw, but let's not get this twisted. You ain't a Floyd Mayweather type draw. Floyd Mayweather doesn't need any more popularity. And I'm not saying Conor just does need more popularity from his brand, but I think UFC as a whole could use this kind of crossover type fight. It would do if Conor wins the fight and he goes back over to his UFC platform. I mean, it just puts him on a bigger scale. That doesn't hurt him. You probably grab boxing fans in the process. I mean, I think it could definitely benefit. Definitely, UFC is the more popping sport right now. UFC is definitely the more popping sport right now. Boxing is dying. They're having a bad time at promoting fighters on the level because they got really good boxers. That's not the problem. The boxing is better than ever. Their problem is they're having a tough time developing Floyd Mayweather type stars. Adrian Broner was this slight glimmer of hope because of his flamboyant personality, but he can't win. He's not winning the fights like a Floyd Mayweather. He didn't contain that undefeated record. So UFC is the premier sport right now. If you ask me, that's what everybody's into because of everything you can do in the sport and no limitations. And a lot of people are for Dana White. But, I mean, this is the situation we're dealt with. I want to know whose side you're on. What would you pay each fighter if they were to get in the ring? Do you want to see this fight And what would you pay these fighters? Comments, responses below. I go by the name of Alfred Teleferro. You're currently tuning in to Teleferro TV. Thank you for the time, love, and support. Salute. I'm out.